What is up, DCS Crew? It is Saturday morning and I'm getting ready to go out. I have a vet appointment today with my dog Gaston. You've probably seen him in initial videos for the channel, and every now and then he'll show up on my Instagram feed. You can catch that at dailycarrysolutions.com. So aside from that, I kind of felt like I wanted to do something nice with, my girlfriend today. So I figured, okay, well, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to do it big. I'm going to do it bougie. And I happen to have a knife that was sent to me on behalf of the pass around that just came back from my boy Nick. That's Stasa23. You probably know him from his YouTube channel. If not, definitely check him out. And he actually sent me this guy right here. So this one's going to be today's tenant in my pocket real estate. This is the Artisan Cutlery Ray Laconico designed Centauri. Front flipper, really badass. Got that Damascus, which I very rarely get to check out something in Damascus. It's really not my thing. I see a lot of kitchen knives, and I've just never really picked one up. This is a titanium frame lock, runs on bearings, extremely smooth with that carbon fiber show side. That pocket clip has no screw here. It's integrated into the handle via the inside, I'm assuming. And unlike a lot of Ray Laconico's folders, typically what you would see is he would write his name right here at the top of the blade. But unfortunately, the grind is, well, it's been designed as such to where with the swedge and everything, and even with this design, there's nowhere for him to be able to put his, his standard billboard. So what they did was, right here in the back spacer, boom, Ray Laconico, R Laconico, Artisan Cutlery, right there. I think it's pretty badass. And then aside from that, they actually have this part right here tapped for a lanyard hole, if you choose to do that. Now, as far as, the action, look at that. That's just amazing. Artisan Cutlery really went out of their way on this one. I got to tell you, I can't wait to be able to put some time in this in my pocket. Be ready for a full review. I did want to go ahead and provide a reveal on this one. This is going in my pocket today. And this is the large version. They do have two versions. One is, this one is just under 3.5 inches, and the small version is just under 3 inches. I think it's like 2.9 inch blade, and this one's like 3.46. So they all dance right under their respective like 3.5 and 3. So just something to consider. There have been times where, depending on the kind of materials, I think a friend of mine had one in micarta, and it was just completely off center, and he wasn't able to go ahead and make it, right without having to compromise the action. But the truth is, this one, fantastic, right out of the box, flips open. I'm sure it's been lubed, but still, beautiful action. Drops shut. Opens well, feels really good in the hand. I got the chance to be able to go ahead and preview this over at SHOT Show, as well as the small version, which I wish I could have gotten a copy, or at least one of the smaller versions, to be able to go ahead and show off on the channel. In any case, let's go ahead and check out the size and talk a little bit about Ray. So first and foremost, you probably remember this guy. This is the Honey Badger, the medium worn cleaver. I have the Benchmade Knives North Fork in textured G10, gray and black. Really badass folder right there, American made. Artisan Cutlery's budget brand, CJRB, with the small feldspar natural G10, aka Jade. Awesome knife if you haven't been able to take a look at it. They have a large and a small. This is the small. Best Tex G10, Adam Purvis designed Texel. Great knife. And that's actually based on a sheep, by the way. I did a review on that some time ago, and I actually won this knife. So it's pretty cool that that's something that I was able to pick up after reviewing it. This one right here is the Tangram Knives Vector. Awesome Azo design, if I'm not mistaken. And last but not least, this is the G&G Hawk collaboration with Buck Knives. This is the Buck Marksman Gray Ghost, which is an exclusive offering from SK Blades. Awesome knife made in America. And guys, you really do need to check these knives out if you haven't already. All right, but it's not about them. It's about this guy right here. So cool thing about Ray is usually when he names his knives, he'll name stuff like, Baby Bear, the Yorkie, that sort of thing. And they're named after dogs. Now, Centauri, I don't know if that was the name of one of his dogs, but Alpha Centauri is actually the closest star to Earth, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know if it was taken out of that. But in any case, when I first met Ray, it was actually at Blade Show in 2018. I was trying to, do some small talk with him. And I'm sure, at the end of the day, he was like, fuck, I don't want to deal with another guy, talking shit with me about knives. I'm over it, like, And that was around the time where the Gemini had come out, and he had some other things that were in the pipelines with Kaiser. And I knew he liked dogs, so I showed him a picture of Gaston, of all people. And his eyes lit up. He started talking about, his pit bulls and his other dogs and stuff like that. And about Bear, which is actually where he got, if I'm not mistaken, Ursa Minor, which was the Kaiser production model, was based on the Baby Bear. And, so it was kind of something that was really cool. It's like, I was talking to him about knives and getting really technical, and he didn't really want to talk about it. Then I bring up dogs and he wants to talk for like 40 minutes. So something to consider. If you ever see him, be sure to go ahead and talk about dogs, because he is a dog guy. So this is how it looks all the way around. Very nice. And as you can see right here, this carbon fiber, it's very similar to other designs he's done. I remember the Master Op Keen has this little portal hole, this long portal hole here. If I'm not mistaken, he has some of the Monterey Bay Knives models with that kind of hole there as well. I really dig it. It actually provides, a bit of aesthetic, and it actually helps with the grip. You can actually feel the texturing there. And I'm going to be honest, for being such a thin knife, in the pocket, and I mean, with the action that it has, it feels really good in the hand. It's surprisingly comfortable in the hand, considering how thin it actually is. And I mean, just so you can see how thin it is, well, this is probably not a very good observation, but here's the Spyderco Para 3, and here is the Centauri. Now, I said that that's not probably a really good observation, because this is a frame lock, and well, that other one is a compression lock. Has the G10 and then the inset liners. So, but in any case, this is what's going to be in my pocket today. This is today's tenant from my pocket real estate. Be sure to go ahead and stay tuned for an upcoming review on this guy. I'm really looking forward to this. Oh man, I didn't even realize this. This is that textured titanium. You guys don't know how difficult it is to get a machine to be able to do that kind of texturing in titanium. And then what they did was they smoothed out the titanium clip, which was pretty badass. So yeah, hopefully by the time I review this knife, I'll be able to go ahead and disclose the type of Damascus pattern that this is, because they are all different kinds and patterns of Damascus. This one in particular, it just states that it's Damascus. It has the Artisan Cutlery symbol on it, and it says China at the other side. But in any case, you know that it's from Ray Laconico, because you're going to see his signature somewhere in the knife. In this case, it's on the backspacer towards the back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Artisan Cutlery Centauri, the large model, and 3.46-inch blade length. And hopefully you are one of those people that's a front flipper guy, because if you are, God, you gotta check this out. If not this one, then the small one at least. I got to check it out at SHOT Show. I checked out both, and I fell in love with the small one. But hey, I'm just as happy to check out the large one, guys. So that's basically it. Thanks for stopping by. I hope that I see you guys tomorrow for my pocket real estate. I'm going to be putting up a review of a light very soon, the Lumen Top EDC05. If you haven't seen it yet, it's this guy right here. This may actually replace one of my flashlights. It may replace the Olight that you constantly see on here when I'm going ahead and lighting things up. I guess you're just gonna have to wait until the review. So be sure to go ahead and keep an eye out for that if you are subscribed. If you're not, feel free to hit subscribe so that you know when my videos are available. And just remember, no matter what you choose to carry, it could be a Tangram, it could be an Artisan Cutlery knife, it can be a Spyderco. Just remember, if you EDC, think of DCS, guys. I'm Carlos. You've been great. See you next time. Peace.